Morning everyone. How are you today? I'm fantastic. Need to tell yourself that. Julie, you're getting better every day. That's what you tell yourself. It's all about positive self-talk. I'm going to have a wee seat. Beautiful. Lovely. Who have we got today? We've got any exciting... Oh, Squirrels. Squirrels. He's watching me. He's obviously come to join me. You come to listen. Morning, Karen. Morning, Louise. So today, one of the laws of attraction is the law of right action. Well, what does that actually mean? Well, there are countless opportunities in our lives every day that allow us to bring negative and positive energies into our lives. Morning, Louise. Yeah, it's an absolute cracking morning. The law of right action states how you treat others. This is a great one. And the world around you, and you'll get back into your life what you put out. Doing the right things each day, such as helping others and loving others, will bring more positivity into your life. The universal law tells us to do the right thing. The right action produces the greatest benefits to others and to ourselves actually. It aligns with your deep down beliefs. And if you align with your deep down beliefs, you're in sync, you're in harmony. We spoke about it yesterday. Morning, Margaret. It's to be in harmony with yourself and actually go in with your belief systems. It makes it far better for you in the long run. It also underpins the very creation of oneself, which is rooted in the harmony of being. Striving towards an insight and larger understanding of this reality will lead to the ultimate questions. And here we go. Who am I? And why am I here? Wee squirrel running at the back of me. They're obviously congregating to hear what we're talking about. The law of magnetism and the law of right action, or do the right thing, works together. The first is about how your thoughts and the power they have in attracting what you experience in your life. The do the right thing law deals with the treatment of others and the inclusion of others in your plans. It's about treating others as you would like to be treated. We talk about all the time in our business. You know, if your mum phoned up, would you treat that person in any different way? If for example, if Sylvester Stallone walked in the door and said, I want to buy a house, would you treat him any different than anyone else? And if you would, you should be doing that for everybody. Virgin talk about it, rock star service. And this is really important to us. So that's how we look at things. Treat others how you'd like to be treated yourself. Remember, the law of harmony says, what you do for others, you do for yourself. And what you do for yourself, you do for others. This means that you make choices every single day from an endless array of choices. You have to honour yourself and others. The energy of honouring is one of the strongest attraction forces you can broadcast. You have to ask yourself, is this choice I'm making for the good of the universe and everyone within it? Your emotions will always tell you whether you're doing what you're doing is honouring yourself and others. If it is, you will feel all the pervading senses of calmness. If it isn't, you have all the sense of something is wrong. This is about people that constantly live in turmoil in their life and go through all that all the time because they're not aligning with their true belief systems and they're doing something which is fundamentally wrong at its source. It often reminds me of when I go into somebody's house. I remember going to see a couple the other day in St Andrews, And at the end of the conversation, when I'd asked them exactly what they wanted and where they were, I concluded and I said to them, I wouldn't move. You've got the exact house you want. You're telling me that now. Why on earth would you want to sell? And I think that's really important for me, personally, to tell people the right thing. I know that the voice in your head tends to have I at the centre of it. It is therefore hard to see how you can be fair to both yourself and others. But it's important that you learn to do the right thing. Because if you don't, even if things will seem to turn out well, they will lack authenticity and go against your inner beliefs. Again, we're coming back to this. This is all about harmony and everything else, manifestation, and all the series that we talked about in the Millionaire Mindset series. It is true that love conquers all. This is because we all want to be loved. That is the fundamental core of everything that we do. So the primary intention behind a conscious or a right action is the expansion and value of love. When you align yourself with love's vibrating force, you're connecting to the higher consciousness that created all things. There's no greater power you can have on your side as you pursue your desires and dreams. But how do I engage in the right action? How can I go about that? Well, I'll tell you. Take responsibility for everything you do, the decisions you make, the thoughts you think, and the quality of your life. Realise that unless you value yourself, this is a real big important one. If you don't value yourself, you have got no chance of valuing anybody else. I always talk about it. You have to love yourself first before you can love others. And you will live your life in complete turmoil if you can't do that. Realise that unless you value yourself, it's difficult to value others without resentment. So make choices that promote your mental, physical, emotional, and a spiritual health. Here are some of the ways that you can basically help do the right thing. Always ask if whatever you're doing is enhancing what we spoke about just now. Know and believe that the empowerment can only come from within. Value and respect yourself, and it will be a lot easier for others to do so. Learn to speak and act the truth. Learn to preserve your dignity, not blaming others and giving yourself no excuses. You have to be honest. This is back to the honesty thing. Being honest with yourself about where you are, what you need to do, and how you need to get there. And then just work towards it. Baby steps. We spoke about that. Live in balance. Prioritise others without sacrificing yourself. Weigh the energetic consequences of your actions by reflecting on the honouring option. Do the right thing means engage in actions that are factual, true, beneficial, and endearing and agreeable to others. Again, this is all about aligning. And finally, it's easier said than done. Spiritual enlightenment will help you realise that you're far more capable than you would ever imagine. And I'll see you tomorrow at 7:30.